Hi again, everybody. Hopefully they figure this stuff out.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Okay. You muted over there.
Like I said, third time's a charm, but hopefully you don't have to do it again. I know you're getting tired of it, girl.
No,
I
Kim.
know.
Okay, I got the chat. Hey, Tina.
Is that better?
Lay down,
Yes.
please, honey. You really like fun. I look very
She's sitting on the pile of coins I'm supposed to be carding and measuring. And she's quite content.
Mom, play with me.
She doesn't roll around and do that kind of playing.
No.
At least not with me, you know.
Just I have to be
She's-
the presence kind of thing.
She's always been a very stoic cat. She wasn't a bottle baby. She came to me when she was about 6 months old. She just showed up on my porch and insisted on moving in. Yeah, she's always been very stoic. And she was the alpha until Esme came along. And Olivia. Alpha wars have resumed because Olivia's decided I want it too. So yeah, we're waiting to see how that plays out. And yeah, Sable has literally just stepped back and is like, you know, she's not even fighting it anymore. She's like, yeah, okay, fine, you have it. Well, when a semi-feral comes into the mix, sometimes they do that. They step back.
You want to hear something funny?
What?
Our two beagles, we get them those natural bones that are hard. They're made in the USA, and they're real hard. It's a real bone that doesn't have chemicals or whatever on it. And one of them will pick it up and chew on it for a while, and then the other one will come over by them and watch them, and then slowly take it from the one that's chewing on it, and they don't fight. They trade back and forth.
Yeah, they take turns.
It's hilarious.
Hello, Dream Chaser. Linda's in the back room. Stacey?
All right.
I can't see the chats on here, so
Not yet.
Hello, Bud Files. Yeah, that's
You
why I
do the
muted for a little
StreamYard
while
link,
there. I went
Linda?
to-
Not the restream.
Yeah, you want the
There were two
StreamYard
emails
one, Linda,
today.
not the Restream. The StreamYard one, Linda, not the Restream one. The Restream one failed.
Yep.
So the second one, timeline-wise, in your email.
When she did the SOS paper,
Hey,
I
Tammy.
knew it. Go check your emails now.
She is. She's going to check.
No, I mean, when Stacey did that little paper thing, go check your emails. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, I loved her.
Hey.
What do you call that?
SOS.
Yeah, well, SOS or
Hey, Michelle.
her
Hey, guys.
charades, her cyber charades to try to let us know that yeah, we're gonna do this again. Hey, Miss Fix-It.
Am I still breaking up? Or no?
Oh, that's cute.
You.
This is the fan kit that Michelle, the Fix-It lady, sent me that I stitched.
Oh, I love that. That'd be a perfect size doll fan.
Guys, am I still breaking up or no?
It comes and goes. Are you gonna move now? Are you gonna grace me with my table? Part of it anyways. There's
Is that better?
a cat raccoon tail still draped across the table.
Well, at least she gave you some room.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just have to wait around. Otherwise, she just keeps coming back. Yeah, beautiful girl. Well, we're on the move now because mom's giving
I
cuddles.
still don't see Linda.
Here, let Mama scoot things back. I've got 3 different projects going all at once.
Please stop
And I have
going
to move
back.
them off of my table to make room for moving my laptop over and creating this space. And she gets quite offended when I have to put stuff on the sofa.
I don't have to worry about that. Cats wise. I can't have cats. My husband's allergic to it.
Welcome to my world. Now, if it was Miles or Esme or Jazzy that jumped up on the table, yeah, the coins would just be scattered all hither and yon in a heartbeat. But Sable's more dignified than that.
All right.
Okay, I gotta finish going through this.
Hello, Linda.
Hi, Stacey Mae,
Okay.
Cannon, and
Hello.
hello, good morning,
American
ladies, and
Samoa.
everybody in the chat.
Hello, Linda.
Hello. I see buttons.
District of Columbia.
Those are actually coins that she's sorting.
Yeah, I'm fixing a
Oh,
card over here. I'm getting them separated. I had an intermission.
Pulling my hair. I'm actually going to take a few minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I had an intermission in sorting them, getting them ready to card, because I had a cat come and want the table for a while.
cool.
For those are bicentennials. This is Northern Mariana Islands. Yeah, I've got some of the older ones.
So, were you in the room when I told everybody I passed?
Yeah.
Me? Yeah.
I'm still excited still. That's why I passed her straight. I had an 8 on he said. Somebody's been studying. I'm like, okay, I know by that word. Just that passed.
These are like territory borders. I'm getting there.
Everybody else that my neighbor is actually starting with me to help practice the road test.
Awesome.
Hello, Miles. Speak of the devil. He's like, I'm hearing interesting sounds, Mommy. I want to come check it out. Hi, buddy. He's not jumping up on the sofa because Sable's up here. And this coin is janked.
I think I seen him a while ago. Helping you sort.
Possible. This is a 1907 penny. It's the Indian head. It's an Indian head wheat penny.
I'm trying to look for a 96. That's my year.
I'm not sure what that is. I know it's really old, but it's got a hole in it, and it's like concave there, and you can barely make out anything on it. But I'm pretty sure it's a wheat penny. But yeah, that one's janked up. Really janked up. Look at that.
I think there's going to come a day when we don't have coins anymore.
Oh, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
There'll be a collectability thing there.
So you can't make anything out on it. It's just done. No sense in carding that. Some of these are uber old, but they are wheat pennies. You need to check the date on that one. Can't tell if that's copper or steel.
I just still can't pass it straight A. I just need it. I felt tears coming down my eyes that day too because my mom was there. My mom was happy that I passed.
I'm trying to make out the year on this one. Wow. I think it's a 41, but I'm not positive.
Get a magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm gonna just pile up the ones that I need to do that on. I mean, I'm sitting here with a loop. This is a loop. $19.19.
That's
right.
6.
I need to get my
Born and raised.
Post-its out. I got a couple here that are about empty.
Does she cut out again?
I think so.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We ain't having that stuff started.
Yeah, I go to the glue line and just leave me a tab to get a hold of. I do not know if I can make out. S. Oh, gracious. Wake the dead. Make sure I got the right one. Yep. 1919 S.
What the hey?
Yeah, it's a really, really old wheat penny.
Never heard of that.
I've heard of it. I just don't know what it means.
That means that it was minted in San Francisco.
Oh, cool.
Oh, with the S, you mean different state?
Yeah, they always put a code as to where it was minted. There's D for Denver, S for
You
San
don't hear me?
Francisco, P for Pennsylvania. And
Not
back in the day, there used to be
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Got disconnected again.
Good gracious.
You have
Let's
to go
make it
back
30s. That's
service and say, hey, it's not working.
30. Oh, 7. Put a mint mark on this one. I don't know if they minted them back this old. Looks like there might be something
So
there.
I'm gonna have to call internet service again and yell at them.
Yep. Oh boy.
No, those were just ribbon.
I'm glad I'm not in your shoes right now, girl.
Now I confirmed it's something and their setup that's messing me up.
Yep. Did you get tell?
Two different streaming programs. Losing connection with the internet. Why? I don't know. When my signal says it's fine.
Yep. That's true. If your signal says you're fine, you should be fine. But let's do what you want. And my mom, if she was still alive, she would have me be doing it right now for her. Handle it. That much. Oh. Like with T-Mobile, with service with T-Mobile. Oh God, don't even go get me going on that subject. They were really making her upset.
Listen, I was with T-Mobile for many, many, many years and didn't really have any issues at all. I switched to Metro because I wanted to do the prepaid plans because they were less expensive.
Yeah.
And they were bought out by T-Mobile.
Yeah.
And it's like they're considering this the redheaded stepchild, I'm thinking.
I got it. I haven't had any.
They're not putting as much effort into this as they do the regular services.
Yeah. About 9:30 Mountain Time, I'm gonna go get my drink for my neighbor and my drink, and then head over to my counseling. About a half hour, I'm gonna be leaving. As you can. Stop time now. Get in there.
Well, this totally knocked me out. Where Restream at least tried to fixed it and bring me back
Yeah.
without me having to do anything.
Yep. Well, you can tell them, say, hey, I just got a new tablet, and it's starting to do the same thing.
I had to get the new tablet anyway because the old tablet, which isn't that old, is only a year old.
Yeah.
They used to have the screen timeout to none.
Yeah.
And there was an update here recently, or when I started freezing up,
Yeah.
that update had happened, and then it would just freeze up and kick me out every half hour because I didn't touch the screen. I don't have a need to, so I had to start trying to remember to touch the darn screen within a half an hour.
Yeah.
So because they only allowed the longest time is 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're not acknowledging your computer's. It's not acknowledging that you're streaming. Like it should, because of probably something in that update isn't sending that data.
Well, no, they took away the time. They took away the don't turn off my screen after, quote, inactivity, me not touching it. They took that option away and only gave you up to a half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have had to get a new tablet anyway. So just because of that.
Absolutely.
Is your tablet Windows or app? Is it
My tablet's an Android.
Android? That's what I meant, an Android.
Yeah, no, I don't do eyes.
Yeah.
Eyes have way too many problems.
Mine's an Android too.
I haven't had any problems with my Apple. I have both Apple. I have two Apple: a watch Apple and a phone Apple. I haven't had any issues with the one.
Well, you're one of the few people I've ever heard say that.
Why, a lot of your friends do.
Oh.
Hey, Stacey, Northern Aurora Treasures.
Hi, Stacey Northern.
Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Stacey.
Girl, I'm ready to toss you across the room here in a second.
Stay clear, Storm.
Hi, Storm.
Stay clear.
She is beautiful. I see them long whiskers from here.
Oh, you missed it, Linda, when Romero came up twice on me.
Hello, Storm.
Because he had to say hello to Stacey Mae.
Okay.
Go that way. No. You want out? Figure it out there.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing for you, Stacey. Poor dog or cat.
All good here, Stacey.
You're cutting in and out, girl.
Yep, your robot.
Back up.
Stay on there.
You're being like a robot now. You're sounding like one. Oh, we just lost her. She's probably going to be calling. She's tired of it. She called this company up about it.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, it takes me out, says, we're having problems or whatever, internet, reconnect or whatever. I gotta press a button and have it reload and go back into the room. This one isn't fixing it on its own like Restream was trying to do.
That's crazy.
Agreed.
So Restream is actually dealing with this issue better. StreamYard at the moment.
Okay. Don't jinx it.
And of course, you know, I gotta fight and argue, and I gotta probably call back a couple of times to try to get somebody who I can understand and who understands what I'm talking about.
You're like me when I had to do it with the phone. I know what you mean by that, Steve.
Oh, I missed Hi Dream Chaser. Sorry, and Kristen. I missed everybody in the chat here.
Oh, hi, Kristen. Sorry to see you.
Stacy's working on her Moss place.
Sorry, me. Earbud wearers.
Yeah, I get that, Stacey. Hey, it's not a requirement.
Well, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Get ready to go to my counseling. And
Have a good day.
road testing to my friends.
See you
Yeah,
soon.
have a good one.
Alrighty. Bye, Linda. Good luck. Or
Bye,
not Linda.
Kim.
Bye, Linda.
See
Bye,
you.
Pam. Bye,
Bye-bye.
Willow and
Have a good
Stacey.
day.
Alrighty.
I think I'm going to need a counseling session. Gosh. All I want to do is stream. Stream. Stream, stream, stream.
I'm sorry, Stacy, but that just made me laugh. Oh boy. UPS dropping a package off. You'd think it was the end of the world.
Uh-oh. Avon lady.
Yeah.
Ding dong, Avon calling.
Well, it's one of three options. We got UPS, the Avon lady, or the Jehovah's Witnesses.
True that.
No offense to anybody who may be Jehovah's Witness. Just the thing.
Yep, you do you. Just don't knock on my door with it. Yeah, I remember. I don't think Obsession was from Avon though, Chase. I think. Maybe they had a knockoff.
I think Obsession was. I remember them being in
Calvin Klein.
like at
Yeah, it was like
Walgreens.
something you get at Macy's.
Calvin Klein.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but. Exactly, Tina.
Oh,
She says you've lived there long enough. It ain't the welcome wagon.
the one I used to like when I was young was the honeysuckle from Avon.
Yeah,
The honeysuckle products.
I remember the wafts of what was it, Losa Soft? That was huge in the 70s. It was like every young chick wore it. And, you know, you'd go into a store or something and that's all you'd smell. My mom loved Emerald. Emirati? It was Emerald something.
Skin's so soft.
Yeah, the perfume that I
no.
actually
I do
locked
like
in
skin,
on.
skin so soft. Only for the
Lauren?
outside mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, the Skins of Soft for Mosquitoes is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren by Ralph Lauren. I love that perfume. And I loved a guy wearing gray flannel. I don't even remember who made gray flannel, but I just remember loving the smell of it. Okay. So 18s.
Hmm.
17.5.
Yeah, I'm still a Jafar Noir girling, guys. I don't know why.
I'm sorry, having so many troubles here. 25, 23. These are 17.5. They didn't want a little doohickey on them. And those, they aren't going to be big enough for anything on this. So they can go back in my tote. If I can get my tote to behave.
On the thingamajig?
Oh, I've got stuff stacked up in this little tote. And I don't need
The doohickeys on the thingamajigs inside the thingamabob. Yeah.
Yeah.
my mom used to say that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, we did too. My mind is just distracted. Trying to see what the next size is up I have that I can use on these pennies. And it looks like the 23's are it. I'm gonna have to order some more of them too. Okay. I gotta go get my double-sided tape out of the office. I'll be right back.
Yeah, some of them actually are pretty valuable. Some of them not so much. Just like anything, just because it's old doesn't mean it's worth money.
That's a true statement.
Hey, I'm worth about $2.50. That's
I was just thinking
$2.50.
myself, how much am I worth?
Yum.
That sounds good, Stacey.
I ain't making nothing food-wise. Just working on my journal.
Yeah, same here. Not journal, but not cooking, making anything today.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's nice. Hi, Rosie's.
Hey, Rosie.
Howdy, howdy.
Well, I feel bad for Stacey Northern because many times, especially, because I've been kind of around in certain groups before she was, and she gets, oh, there's the other Stacey. Hi, other Stacey. Like, oh, she's Stacey.
That's why I put Pam on mine, because there's so many Pams.
Okay.
That's why I put May in hopes that people, because there were others. There's another Stacey with an I at one
Yeah.
time, and then there was Stace.
Uh-huh.
And I figured, I added May once all these Stacey kind of started showing up, or variations of. And I'm like, just call me Stacey Mae. And it worked for a little while, and then people got lazy about it. Oh, I'm okay with it too. I don't think I'm you. That's fine.
Sorry if y'all hear mowing. The park's maintenance is out with their big mower.
Don't really hear anything.
I'm just saying, just in case. I mean, the windows aren't open, so you probably don't hear it, but if they were open, you definitely would, because they always have. But, it's always been heard on Alive if I have the house open. But I generally try not to have the house open on mow day because fresh mown grass can set my sinuses off. Love the smell of fresh mown grass, but don't care for the sinus issues that go with.
Oh, Charlie. Yeah.
And since I can't smell most things anymore, better just to avoid the sinuses. Because I've had the house open before and I've heard them mowing and couldn't smell the grass at all, but yeah, then all of a sudden, poof, my sinuses go gonzo.
Charlie.
Oops.
Out there. I don't want you to stick to each other except for this.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Strip down here on this one.
Talking to you and you can't hear me.
I hear you.
I hear you.
I got this treasure a couple weeks ago in this little bag. Marked 99 cents. I paid 75 cents for it with the discount. And somebody was smart enough to save these on the original piece of fabric. These glass ball buttons.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice.
These are old. These are Victorian era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the Victorian era buttons. They are awesome.
That is nice.
Look at that.
Yes.
It was probably down the center of a dress, I'm thinking. You know.
Yeah.
Corset.
Corset.
Yeah. It had this one in with
Yeah,
it.
the back of
It's,
the corset.
silver gilt.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
Glass
nice.
button. I got
Yeah,
lots of black glass.
Yeah, so do I.
Very pretty.
That one too. I've got several of these. That one's got some. Needs to be cleaned.
They often do when they're that old. You have to be careful cleaning them because your rhinestones can fall out and blah, blah,
Right.
blah.
You can't get them wet. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to wipe them and gently brush them.
agree.
Yeah. It's a tedious task,
Mm-hmm.
but you do it out of
This
luck.
would look cool. This would look cool as a dangle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to everybody, but to me, it would. A
Yes.
dangle off of a junk journal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it would.
I'm gonna
It would be
save
even
that.
neater if you like did the cover in a fiber art or sewing mini corset front
Mm-hmm.
and had those buttons be the attachment and it was the back of the corset.
Oh
And-
yeah, that'd be cool.
Do the tapered bits, little lace, faux boning, and then those buttons.
Cool idea.
Is my crafty brain at work? Is whether or not
Yes.
you want to corset on the front of a journal, but
Why not?
Mhm.
well, same. That's what I think. Why not? But some people might find it breaches their modesty. Having corsets on the front of a journal. And that's fine, you know. Just an idea. Don't mean you got to do it.
I think it's an excellent idea.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of stuff that my mind has been working on in the concepts of doing a junk journal for the first time. There's going to be some sewing. There's going to be embroidery. You know, I want to, you know, make my own cover and all of that. I haven't decided. I might even construct the journal myself. And it wouldn't be a tiny little journal. I mean, it would be a freaking journal. I have studied, you know, some of the bookbinding techniques and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, you stitch the bindings together. Well, I can do that, you know.
Yep, I did that with my first one, and I've already learned a few things from that.
Oh yeah, that first one's not going to be perfect, but that doesn't mean it can't be cool, you know.
Right.
Hey Harry, how you doing? But I mean, I've made, you know, the sewing pouches, you know, that have the ribbon and you open it up and, you know, it has pockets and sliders and, you know, little snap catches and all the neat stuff. If I can do that, I can do a book binding, you know?
Yeah. Oops.
Yes.
You know, or a book cover. Because those details, you know, I mean, the front of it had embroidery and there was quilting on it and all kinds of stuff. But why did I do one on each? That's kind of stupid. I don't know. My little crafty mind's been at work in regards to doing a journal. I went down the rabbit hole of looking into the jelly plating stuff.
Yeah, I've seen them doing that.
But yeah, it's going to take a while to gradually get the materials to do that.
Yeah.
I love the idea of being able to create all different types of surfaces with that. Any little tidbits of, I was looking through some of the tidbits of stuff that I'd gotten over the years, and I love when it comes to embroidery floss, I love over-dyed floss, which is basically variegated, but it's deep saturation. So I love jewel tones. So why wouldn't I love the deep saturations of background colors and stuff with gel plating? What I've seen of it, I absolutely love it. But yeah, it's a costly adventure. The gel plate mainly. But I was told last night that it is possible to make your own gel plates. So I'm going to look into that and see if I can manage that in lieu of, you know, having to drop a hunk for the gel plate. And I found out what a brayer is.
Isn't a gel plate just glass anyhow, or am I wrong with that?
It's like silicone.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gel.
Okay.
It's gelatin.
Okay.
It's made of gelatin.
That's why they call it a gel plate. Okay.
Yeah, it's actually made of gelatin. And
Wow.
you know, you can buy gelatin. So I'm gonna look into how to do that and the cost effectiveness of it, labor of it versus you know, like just buying one and see. I don't need a huge one. I want to get the 9x12 because it would fit an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, which is the largest piece of paper that I would do. And it gives a 1/2 inch on each side to accommodate overlap, you know, so you can make sure you can get clear to your edges and not run off on the table.
Harry, glad you're feeling better.
Hi, Harry.
You know, you need something on your surface. I have a big piece of tempered glass that we used to have on a desk back in the day. I still have that because it's beveled and expensive. It's a smoky color. But it actually came out of an old coffee table that we had way back when. But I can put that on my table, and the 9x12 would fit, and there'd be plenty of room so I wouldn't get paint all over my table. So I don't need one of those. I don't have to get a piece of acrylic cutter or cut a piece of acrylic or anything like that to do that. It's not huge, but it's plenty big enough I use it when I paint.
Okay.
And you're working with paint there. So I've got one brayer. I got it for my diamond art. I just thought it was called a roller though. Found out it's called a brayer. That will accommodate an 8.5 by 11. But it won't accommodate like smaller. But I can get some of those later. I've got acrylic paint in the tubes, in the bottles. I have a lot of acrylic paint. Good there. So if I could make my own jelly plate, that's all I would need to get started. I've got, texture plates. I've got the silicone stamps, and, I'm good on a lot of that stuff. So yeah, the gelatin plate is basically the only thing that I lack to get started. I could gradually get other things. So I'm gonna research that. When Stacey came on, that's the rabbit hole I was down. But I was also working on, breathing treatment, eye drops, and all that stuff I have to do. I had just gotten out, so I waited a little while to come on just to get woke up and finish my morning ruminations. But I'll go back down that rabbit hole and check into, the materials and what it costs to make my own plate versus just buying one. I'm not getting a huge one, but I'm not getting a dinky one either. So it might take me a couple of months to get one of those. Just depends on whether I'm going to end up making it or buying one.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I mean, if it's even $10 difference, I'll just buy one. Because I have a feeling you're going to need a form. And then, whatever is required recipe-wise and all that. Of course, my mind is going to, like if you're pouring concrete or something on a small scale, might not be that complicated. But won't know until I look into it. But I am seriously considering that. I find it extremely soothing to sit here and watch people just make paper like that. And they've got paper for that. But, I also see people use pages out of a book and all kinds of stuff. So I don't see where it's necessarily required to buy that paper unless something specific that you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
But I got tons of paper. I got parchment paper. I've got all kinds of paper. And I've got cardstock.
Fun.
I've got stacks of cardstock.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you, Tina. I have yesterday I was using, this is a finger X-Acto blade, and it clips on your finger. And I had the cover on, and instead of holding it up here, I held it here, and the blade was turned in the direction of my thumb, and so sitting here working with this double-sided tape, you use your thumb pulling it back and peeling it off of it, and yeah, I'm like, woo, today. But I had it band-aided, and it's been treated, and blah, 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 blah. But it's just tender today. They always are, you know how it is. But,
You should. See? Yeah.
they're just tender for a day or two. But I happen to be working with double-sided tape, really sticky double-sided tape, today on it, and it's right there, It's just in the zone. So yeah, I keep peeling tape, and I'm like, ooh. It's crazy, but it's like a paper cut, I have ran my thumb through a bandsaw, and that didn't hurt near as much as a freaking paper cut sometimes. It's just what it is. And it was that thumb too, same one.
Wow.
It just bumped into the blade, and took a chunk of hide out. But yeah, I didn't feel that near as much as you do, like just a little cut like that. It's so weird how the body's pain responders are. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, Stacey.
Of course.
Northern. I love reading.
Yep, she's still with
Yes,
us.
you do, Stacey.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yep, I hear you. Yeah, I don't need a laminate piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
These will go in the next size up.
It's nice and relaxing to pick up a craft, Stacey.
I don't know. I'm wanting new things.
Okay.
I have things I want to make in mediums that I love, but I can't access my supplies right now. And, which I find very frustrating, but I do have my paper craft sorted. So, well, at least aside from little things like I was doing yesterday, but it's all together. And my paper's all together, my stamps are all together. All of that stuff is, I've gotten there. So I could do something there. It would be new, which would make it interesting and challenging until I can, do beaded bags and stuff like that, because I can't get to my textiles right now. And I use certain stuff, for the outside, for the lining. I've got like a tote of fabrics that I've kept for that I can't get to right now. So.
I'll be right back.
Well, I'm all over the the place. Usually I'm very meticulous about do the long sides, do the short sides. I'm just kind of all over it today. So whatever works. As long as I get there in the end.
I'm trying to, I haven't gotten there yet, but trying to get to the point where I want to stick more things on a page. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Where you,
I won't have a problem with that.
you know, like out of the norm type of thing. You know, I see these people just put different things on a page and it looks great. You know, they just, I don't know.
Yeah, the randomness. Yeah.
Yeah, the randomness and
Well, what
I
helps
guess
with that is doing those prompt alongs.
yeah. I'll get there, I guess. I just started in January, so I need to give myself a chance here, I guess.
You do
Yeah,
you,
I
boo.
don't have problems putting stuff on a page, but having, for me, the prompts, I've been, like Stacey rattled off a bunch of them for Kellyanne the other day,
Yep. Mhm.
last week. I wrote them down.
Yeah.
Whether I do anything with them or not, I don't know yet. But I did write them down. It's a step.
There you go.
Prompts kind of terrify me. I tend to just follow my creative muse. And
Well,
to
you
me, that's
still-
like an interruption.
Oh, no.
I'm the
You know.
same way.
Okay.
I'm the same way.
You got to
But,
think of it as not an interruption.
Yeah. The only thing for
I mean,
me
in the
is
creative muse,
I like to take more time with mine. You know,
I'm just too OCD for my own good.
yeah. Well, I hear you there.
Those Pam.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in good company. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, what the prompts do is they make you probably use techniques or items that you would have never thought to use, or
Yeah.
things like that. So it kind of pushes you to learn new things. Is kind of really what it's about.
Yeah. And I understand all that, but I can observe others and pick up tons of ideas.
Yes.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know,
nothing like doing a certain thing for the first time
Yeah.
with just having that open mind and just doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, that's kind of the equivalent of jumping off of a cliff, and that ain't ever going to happen. Bungee cord or not.
Same
Just-
here.
I'm just saying, it just,
Mm-hmm.
it takes me back to my childhood. Well,
When you're talking art, it's a
such and such did it, well, does that mean you're going to jump off a cliff because somebody said, you remember the old adages that they would throw,
Right.
your parents would throw at
no,
you?
they're not telling you to jump off the cliff. They're telling you to go to the edge and figure out how you're
Jump
going to
in
get
the
down
lake.
to the bottom.
I know, but that's just where my mind goes. And
I feel you, Willow.
I might
Same way.
eventually get there.
I
I
might
will
eventually
probably
get there
eventually attempt one of them that I've written down. But to do them in the moment, I'm just not set up for that yet,
too.
There it is.
And
You
getting
should
up
write
and
it
down and
down.
running back and forth, getting stuff's just not an option for me. If you still
Yeah,
want
I'm
me
not
to
set
have
up for that
brain,
technically either, but
Yep.
I do it.
I'll get there. That's just
Did you not see me on the live the other day show my nightmare back here? Yeah. No.
I'm aware of
Yeah.
that. On a very small scale, Harry. I mean, like right now, these are all wheat pennies. And I've just always collected wheat pennies because time's gone by. But yeah, out of them, I have one of the Indian head wheat pennies. It's in 1907. And all the rest are just like the regular ones. And no, I don't have the 1943 copper. But it's pretty small scale. Like I have this Walking Liberty from 1942, and I've got another one that's pristine in its little case thing in my witch cabinet because I use it for scrying. That's what I bought it for. But I've got some foreign coin. Like here, I've got the 60-40 half dollars, the 90 half dollars, 90% silver half dollars, and just some regular ones that, for whatever reason, are in here. They ended up in my tote. These are the bicentennial quarters. These are, I had the word before. They're like Guam and this is a Theodore Roosevelt. Mariana Island districts. I don't know what they call those, but then I've got Sacagawea dollars, one Susan B. Anthony dollar, a couple of presidential dollars. Those are the gold ones, gold colored ones. I don't know, it's not major. And then I've got foreign coins that I did last week, get them carded. I live on a very tight fixed income, so I can't like super invest in coins. And I've got 3, the Troy ounce. Hold up here. I got 3 of the Troy ounce, 2 bars and 1. This is the one that has like the Mayan calendar on the back. And then this is a silver dime. I don't know, it's a 64 American Roosevelt dime. I don't know if it's silver or if it's, what do they call them, mercury dimes?
Oh yeah,
Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them. This is a 1956 South African shilling that I looked up and it said it was silver. I don't know the percentage of it,
Cool.
silver-wise,
Yeah.
but it's got silver in it. And this is one of them that I apparently used the Dollar General double-sided tape. So that will get restuck because, yeah.
I went to an estate sale one time, Cheryl, and I bought a sewing box, and I looked in it ahead of time, and there was buttons in there,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody had stuck pill bottles of coins in there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite the treasure I got, and I only paid a few bucks for this sewing box.
Yeah, here's my other. This is a 1960
The treasure.
American Roosevelt dime. So I've got a 60 and a 64. I don't know if those. I put silver, but they could be the mercury. I don't know. This is a British half crown from 1947. I don't know what this crap's worth. I just collect. I don't sell them. I'm not a reseller anymore. I haven't been a reseller since the 90s. But yeah, so I've got a shilling, I've got a British half crown, and I've got 2 dimes that, from what I looked up, it looked like they were silver, but yeah, I don't really know for sure. You look at eBay listings. and stuff like that. And you can't always go by that, because, you know, it's people and they don't necessarily know what the bugger they're doing. Probably got a lot of wheat pennies in my 5 gallon bucket. So you've got 2.5 gallons of coins that you need to go through. Wow. My foreign coin, I kept these with this stuff because these go in a secure place in my home because of the chance of them being silver. But my foreign coins, you know, they don't generally have a lot of value. I just find them fascinating. You know, it's a moment in time, you know, of the times, and, you know, I love history. So, but yeah, it's like a Tupperware container that's about that long. These cards are lined up in. That's all of them I have. I love foreign coin. I actually prefer foreign coin over this stuff. But you know, this could come in handy, you know, if, you know, the values went up and you need cash. So, because I didn't pay a lot for any of it. I mean, these were given out at the bank when you'd like cash a check back in the day. You know, the Sacagaweas, they were giving them out, them and $2 bills. I've got a small little thing of some $2 bills that was given out. The bank was just doing that for a while.
Yeah. I remember that.
If you go cash a check and, you know, you had like $53 or $54 as the check or something like that, that $4, they would give you, you know, $2 bills or Sacagaweas. I don't know. They probably don't do it anymore. I doubt it. But I don't know. I mean, like, I have 2 1969 quarters. I keep them. Oh, there it is. That's a 65. I've got another one somewhere though. Might be in that stack and I put it in the wrong pile. I keep those. I keep 1969 coins because that's the year I was born. Might be weird, but that's what I do. So yeah,
Cool.
Very small collection. I didn't figure they did, Harry. It's been a while since, you know, I've had the need to like cash checks on the regular kind of thing, or even go to the bank for that matter. It's a local mom and pop bank, so. But I go to it because, you know, they are FDIC for whatever that, you know, value that has nowadays. But, and, you know, they're good at what they do. They've been there before I was born. So they're well established. Most of the other banks here in town, aside from one little branch of banks that's a county, they're named by the county, were all the ones that come and go. They come, they go, you know, just randomly all of a sudden, you know, they shut down and, you know, you got to transfer to another bank and you got to get new checks and you got to get this and you got to get that. That was going on a lot here and it still is. I've never had to deal with that there because they've been there forever. But I mean, that's the bank my folks had, you know, generational kind of thing. But then I've got my $2 bills, and then I've got an Indonesian 2,000 rupiah. Dua ribu rupiah. No idea what that was, but that just came in some stuff for something. I don't know. I don't even remember where I got it. Could be something sis found cleaning dorms for all I know. And these are just like tokens, just random little pocket tokens, and a couple of the classic wooden nickels, which I think are hilarious. They aren't, you know, I don't think they're probably worth anything, but I just find
I like the wooden nickels.
I just find them interesting.
Yep.
Oh, and then I've got several of the pennies that went through the penny machine and got smushed. You know, they were doing that a lot back in the day. There's probably still some machines around somewhere, but they used to be everywhere. And I would get those over, you know, the key fobs or the whatever souvenir stuff if we went somewhere. I got a kick out of that, but as you can tell, I don't go where a lot because that's all of my hat in that little bag. So I haven't been anywhere ever. Aside from a doctor's visit, an hour away, an hour back.
I don't like going anywhere if I don't have to.
Yeah, I haven't had a day trip or nothing.
Yeah, I'm to that point too. It's, you know, I'll go to the cabin, but I'll do a little thrifting and rummaging around there, but
Well, it's not that I don't want to, it's that I physically can't anymore. And financially can't anymore.
I just don't
Otherwise,
like
there's a
to.
lot of places that I would have loved to have seen in the States and even abroad. But yeah, it's just that ain't gonna happen in this life, and it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, my dad did that. Harry. Putting pennies on the train track, let the train run over him.
Oh, yes.
He did that when he was little because where he lived was literally right by the train tracks. He loved it when the circus came to town because they'd all come in on the train rail. And he'd go to the tracks and hang out and watch them take the animals out and feed them and water them and, you know, wildlife. You know, frickin'
that's cool.
Bengal tigers and stuff that they would bring out to exercise them a little bit and stuff right there by the tracks. Because there was a field right there by the tracks and they would use that field. They had permission to use that field to exercise their animals. And he absolutely loved that kind of thing. He was so excited. And Dad was born in 1932, so long time ago.
Yeah, my dad was 33, 1932.
Yeah. My dad was born in March of 32. My mom was born in July of 38. So they were both children of the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm barely a 69er because I was born in September of 69. So I was only here, and it was the end of September. So, you know, two and a half months tops in 1969. So yeah, I don't remember it. Wasn't old enough yet to have a brain, but yeah, they were born in the 30s, so they went through Depression and both wars and, well, all four wars if you count the Korean and the Vietnam. Dad was military, he was Army. He was supposed to go over for the Korean War, but you know, they had gotten their orders and they were getting everything ready, and literally just a matter of 2 or 3 days before they were supposed to head out, Grandma was diagnosed terminal brain tumor and not a lot of time to live. She was down to it, and so he was sent home for a couple of weeks to be there for the rest of his Mother's Days. And when he returned to the military, you know, everybody had already went over, so he wasn't going over. and they shipped him to it was way up north, like Minnesota or Montana or something like that, way up north.
Minnesota, I think.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Right
Okay.
this side of the Canadian border.
Yeah, it was just this side of the Canadian border, my sister's saying. So probably Minnesota. And he handled like vehicle maintenance and that kind of stuff there at a base or something that they had there, where they had a whole bunch of transport vehicles and stuff. So he didn't go over.
Oh, he was an auto pool mechanic.
Well, he was an auto pool manager. He didn't actually fix the stuff. Dad wasn't a mechanic. You didn't give him 2 wires in one hole because he'd blow it up.
Girl, make a decision here.
Him and electronics. No, yeah, you didn't want that.
You're getting into trouble, Storm.
Oh, she can hear you guys now.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Okay. If you walked into a store, would you even think about looking on a device to see if it had a headset jack?
Probably not.
Yes, I would.
Me too.
Oh man,
I would.
Really?
your
Yes.
tablet doesn't have a headset, Jack?
It does not have a headset jack. So I
Wow.
had,
Stuff
I don't know
doesn't
if it
anymore.
even still works. I have an old,
because of
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
earpiece that I'm
Yeah, they
gonna
expect you to go
charging
wireless.
and seeing if it'll work to see if I can connect it or not and if it'll work.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's wireless now.
But every single device, my other tablet I got last year had one. My phone, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
this one, no, didn't even think about looking for it. Wasn't even a
it's like
thing. I got
laptops used to
home,
have CD drives.
got everything all set up, everything all settled down to play with the new toy. Go to plug in my earphones. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's like they take away the things that make sense.
I know. And they take them away far too soon for people to catch up with time. It's youth. It's always focused on youth, young people, that can transition quickly because it's what they were raised in. 40 and over, 50 and over, yeah, you're screwed. Because it takes you longer to adapt and adjust and figure things out. And
Yeah.
you don't think of that when you buy stuff. You expect it to just be there, and then suddenly it's not. You're like, what the?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's old fartitis, because they do not move with the times at our pace.
Old-
They move with the times.
Old
with their
fartitis.
pace. Yep, old fartitis.
Yep. Because my tablet, my husband just got me.
Yep.
Because mine was like 10 years old. It was beyond its time, past its time life. And he specifically asked me, because he knows I plug in my headsets, and he asked me that. And I said, well, it really doesn't matter. It's okay, because I can plug a headset into my phone. And I just looked at it. It does not have one.
Yeah. Yeah, most of them don't. And it's
Why
those
are
types of things as to why people buy the older ones and spend the
The
money to
older, you
upgrade.
have to buy the older ones to get that.
Yeah.
Remember
But,
when I
you know.
showed you the stuff that I got at the thrift store when I was at the cabin?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I got was a brand new set of Bluetooth ear pieces for $3, brand new, and they were sealed in the package. And it took me a little bit to figure out how to do them. They're in their own little package that charges, and
Yes.
you stick them in your ear, and they charge they connect to your whatever you Bluetooth them to immediately.
Yes.
Yeah. They the minute that you take them out, they're searching for Bluetooth connection
Mm-hmm.
in anything you have in your home, anything in the vicinity.
Yeah.
You know, don't be
But-
standing in the front yard and near the neighbors. It'll hook up with those, and then it won't want to hook up with yours.
Yeah, this is only when you Bluetooth it, there's connections where you can just have it to your device.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, that's fine. You're doing good. Yeah.
I'm
It usually
familiar with
syncs to your
Bluetooth
device.
headsets because I had to have them in the car.
Okay.
And that's why I had one at the car service. I hadn't used it in years because I don't drive around like I used to like that anymore. I don't drive really any at all in a car.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like, oh crud. Now I can't even remember. I couldn't remember where I put my particular set. I found another set. So I really don't want to have to put out more money for a stupid earpiece. Just anyway.
Yeah, it gets a while to get set up. You know, this morning I was mowing grass, and I usually have music or a book playing, and I have these noise canceling Bluetooth ones. And I've had them for ever. I had for a long time. So I'm like, you know, I'm waiting for a couple of people to call me back, and then my husband calls me. But anyway, he calls me, and I'm like, I'm just going to answer it and tell him to call me back. And because the mower, if it gets hot, it doesn't want to restart, and I really didn't want to stop anyhow.
Yeah.
I answered it, and I said, call me back. He said, what are you doing? He said, I can hear you. And I said, you can't hear this loud mower? No. I said, okay, well, let me stop. It was noise canceling on his end. I was so excited.
Yeah, these have that setting too. I saw it when I was setting it up.
I didn't know that it was
It's amazing
it would
what
do
technology.
But I've had them for a long time. They were my first set of, over the ear noise canceling. And I'm like, ooh, that is so cool. He said, I can hear you talking. I said, you can't hear this loud lawnmower? He said, no. I said, well, okay, give me a minute. I'll shut it off. But that was awesome. Anyway, just little things make me happy, I guess.
Yeah. It just blows your mind, technology.
It does.
That falls right into the old frieditis thing because, because young people are they expect it, we expect there to be an earbud plug, and they expect it to be Bluetooth sound canceling compatible, And that's the difference. That's the old frieditis. We expect
I knew
this,
it was noise canceling from what I could hear. It blocks out all the noises. But when I answered the phone, it didn't let him hear the outside noise. He could hear me. I said, wow, okay.
Yep, it's mind-boggling, but in opposite ways in the variation between old frieditis and youth.
Yeah.
And where their mind goes. There are kids nowadays that do not know what a rotary phone is. There are kids nowadays that don't even know what a payphone is.
Yeah.
Because
there was kids I knew 20 years ago who didn't know who Pat Benatar was.
Yeah.
I saw Pat Benatar live in Madison when I was in college. Yep, that was when she was first starting out.
Yes, Stacey. I love that noise canceling thing. That was pretty darn cool.
And the funny thing is if you are around young people, which I'm not a lot, but enough, that you learn about something like that in their presence, and they're just rolling their eyes at you. Like, really? They have no clue that, the thought that when we were born, whatever age we are, that there was rotary phones, or that there was pay phones, or there was this, or there was that, or whatever. They just can't even fathom it. Just like we can't fathom, having to wear corsets and bathing, maybe once a week in the summer, and like once a month in the winter back in Victorian times, and the gallons of perfumes and powders and all that they used to try to camouflage the stink. I absolutely adore the Victorian era, except for the hygiene part. And the manual labor that was required to, you had to fire up a wood stove, or you had, maids and all of that to do it for you. What it took to wash the clothes, you were lucky if you had a wringer washer type something, and, they didn't have those for a long time, That was technology to have, a wringer to wring your clothes out instead of you having to, go to the side of the creek and beat them with a rock.
I didn't live in that time. But have I ever in my lifetime washed something in my tub, wrung it out, hung it up, whatever, what have you? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so have I.
Just because you're not born in that time doesn't mean you don't know about.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? That's the only choice they had. That was all they had. I mean, yeah, we have circumstances, where we're tight on funds and can't go to the laundromat, or the washing machine's broke down, or, whatever. We end up, cleaning stuff in the shower. But
certain things I still do that.
It's a rarity nowadays versus that was the standard then. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But they can't comprehend. They act like, oh my God, I got to wash a load of clothes. Mom ain't gonna do them for me. The way you have to do it is nothing compared to back in the day. You put the load in, put some soap in, and you go away.
My husband's kids,
you switch them to a dryer and you go away.
They could wash the clothes and dry the clothes, but they did not like folding them up. So I pulled them out of the dryer.
Everybody likes folding them up.
Separated them, and then, hey, those are your clothes. You can fold them or wear them wrinkled. I ain't folding them. But yeah.
I was raised that way. I know how to cook. I knew how to. Yeah. When I left home, I married at 17. I got emancipated to get
just
married
dinner
at 17.
almost every night. So.
Yeah, I knew how to cook. I knew how to clean. I knew how to wash.
I was thinking this morning, like, I'm trying to figure out what to cook for dinner, and we had pizza last night, and I'm thinking, when you met me, what my oven was. It had cookies and chips. It was a goodie cabinet. I said, don't turn on the oven. And it was tuna. It was in the refrigerator. If you wanted cookies or chips, they were in the oven.
You used it as storage.
Yeah, used it as storage. There you go. I was trying to think of the word. Thank you, Willow. Sure did. Cooking? Yep. You turn the oven on? Oh, it's supposed to. It gets hot.
My parents used to put the fry pans in there, the clean ones, of course, in the oven.
I still do. I still keep my frying pans in my oven. But I use my oven. I just take them out. We don't have tons of them, We have like 4. Yeah. 2 small, 2 large, 1's deep, 1 shallow, kind of thing. We don't have.
At the cabin, we don't have an oven. They took it out. We use the grill outside, or I have a hot plate. I have a little mini slow cooker up there, and
Mm-hmm.
it bites just fine without an oven.
Yeah. We don't use ours that often. We use the toaster oven more, unless we get like a big pizza that doesn't fit
Oh,
the
we have
toaster
a
oven.
pizza oven too.
No, we don't have one of those. But yeah, we don't kick the oven on all that much, mainly for like Thanksgiving, Christmas foods,
Yeah.
holiday cooking. Otherwise, yeah, we just don't use the oven a whole lot. Because I do now, mind you, I used to use the crap out of my oven because I used to bake and I would cook and I all these things, a lot of things,
I used to bake too, but I ate it too, so I stopped baking.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, I stopped doing it because I don't really need it, but then it's just me, or me and sis now. She's went back on gluten, so mainly because of can't afford to buy gluten free right now. But it I used to do a lot of baking and cooking and
Yeah, me too.
but I just don't have the people to do it for, and it's harder for me to stand on my feet and do it.
Yeah.
I've reached the point where throwing together one pot meals is the bomb,
Yeah. Do you like making soups at all?
Some, mostly stew,
Mhm.
just good old beef stew. Turkey noodles, chicken noodles. But I buy noodles, I don't make noodles. Making noodles would probably be about as successful as making biscuits or pie crust. Not my cup of course. But well, I guess I'll just go ahead and put these on here because I'm not sure what size I'm going to use next. At the end of a tape roll.
Hi, Beth.
Hello, Beth.
My stream must be slow here.
But no, it's
Hey,
gotten
Beth.
harder for me to cook. And then I have, the food service. I get these
Meals
monster
on Wheels?
coolers for 3 weeks full of meals.
Oh, okay.
And that helps as well.
That's good.
Cool.
I mean,
Hi,
I can
Beth.
get I can get 2 meals a day, but I still do some cooking, so I only do the one. Because I don't want to get burnt out, too quick.
Yeah.
But I mean, some of the meals, some of them are really good, but some of the sides, like I can't do sweet potato anything. They make me sicker than a dog. And they're trays, and they have like the entree and then 2 sides. And I will literally, they're plasti sealed, over the top. I use chicken scissors and I cut them and pitch what I can't use and, keep what I can and break them down into that way, because I don't always want both sides with the entree. So I'll just have one side and the other side I'll put away and I can use it with something else or whatever.
I like making homemade soup, but Stacey, my husband says I need to be selective about what I put in it because I would go crazy putting everything in it.
Well, aside from Mom used to make chicken and dumplings. I'm not a dumpling girl.
Yeah, I like the
Joey
broth.
soggy
from
balls.
that.
No, thank you. I prefer like noodles, and I like them al dente, so I put them in like at the very last for just long enough.
Yeah. What's wrong with everything?
I'm just not a dumpling person. It's, ugh.
No. Everything in a soup.
But,
But
I don't know what you call a dumpling, but The dumplings that I've tasted, it's not for me.
Well, I like a lot of fluid with my soup.
Me too.
And Mom would make dumplings, and she'd like line the surface of the stew pot with these dough balls. It ended up being more like a dough sheet, and it would suck up all the fluid.
Can't do
And
that.
no, I don't like that.
I would eat out the broth part. That's what I tried to get.
Yeah, I love the broth. I will
Which was
sit
okay
here with a
because
freaking
everybody
coffee
else
cup
liked
just
the dumplings.
drinking, broth. There's a lot of nights where my guts just aren't going to tolerate eating a heavy meal, and I'll have broth.
Yep.
If I have dental surgery, I have broth. I like broth.
Broth.
I can season it and whatever, and just lightly. Mainly just like I'll just do like a little salt, pepper in it. Maybe a little onion powder or garlic. Just super simple. But I don't make chicken noodle a lot. We don't do a whole lot of stews. I'm good. Okay, thank you. It's a mood thing, and it's definitely something I do in the winter. Make a pot of chili. Sometimes I'll make a pot of chili in the summer. It gets made in the crock pot, and no, that's not even sticky. That's the tail end. And have chili dogs or chili Frito pies, that kind of thing. I like chili on a hamburger too. But I do no bean chili for that. Same on a hot dog.
You mean you do chili?
Well, chili when I grew up had beans. The concept of no bean chili was introduced to my family by me.
You do sloppy Joe.
That to me is kind of what no bean chili is, but it's not sloppy Joe. It tastes like chili. It doesn't taste like sloppy Joe's. It tastes like chili. It just doesn't have beans in it. To me, sloppy Joe is kind of if chili and like spaghetti sauce had a baby, it would be sloppy Joe's. If I make sloppy Joe's, I use manwich. I'm a manwich girl.
I love that stuff, but my husband's like, I ain't eating that. So
I brown my ground beef and manwich.
Yeah. We don't eat it that often, hardly ever, but it is good, I think.
Yeah, basically, no bean chili is meat sauce. Yeah, Stace. But yeah, I like beans in my chili. Yeah, kind of, Beth. That's what I'm saying. If chili and spaghetti sauce had a baby, it would be sloppy Joe sauce. Because there's chili powder in sloppy Joe sauce, and there's not in any spaghetti sauce I've ever known.
Yeah.
That's kind of the variance. You got spaghetti sauce, you got Joe sauce, and you got chili. But Joe sauce does have a little bit of chili powder in it, not near as much as chili does. And spaghetti sauce has none. So that's what I'm saying. If spaghetti sauce and chili had a baby, it would be sloppy Joe's. Oh, okay.
Actually, sloppy Joe's is more like it's just got ketchup in it.
Right, Brett.
It's not your stomach I'm talking about.
I'm just saying though.
Everything has ketchup in it for you.
I know, but I've seen recipes on use ketchup.
Yeah, I know. I put ketchup on meatloaf. Put ketchup on a hot dog. She lives on ketchup. She loves ketchup. Actually, she just loves condiments in general. You know, the standard size jar of mayo.
Mm-hmm.
That would take me probably at least 3 months, probably closer to 6 to go through. She goes through 2 a month. So, just saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I probably use about this much out of the jar, you know, and yeah, she eats the rest. I'm not a huge condiment person. When I use condiments, it's for a reason, and not, you know, I if I have like ketchup on my fries, I have these little sauce things, and I put, you know, a little dollop, probably not even a tablespoon, to dip my fries in. If she just like put them on a plate and just, you know, douse the whole thing, and then still be dipping, that's just not me. I want to actually taste the potato.
I used to do that. I sliced up on a little bit, but I do love me some condiments. It's so good.
I don't know. Me and her definitely have very different tastes in most food. You know, she'll make me a turkey sandwich and drown it in mayo, and I'm literally squeezing mayo out of the sandwich before I eat it, and there's a big pile of it there, and you know, if she forgets that, you know, and dresses it like she would eat it instead of like I would eat it. And I save that dollop of mayo too. It goes into a little container.
Yes,
It's used
Wendy's
for whatever.
has
Next, I use.
a chili salad.
Do what, hon?
Beth says that she used to get the Southwest salad from Wendy's and pour the chili on top of it. They have a chili salad. I guess it doesn't have all the other stuff Southwest has in it. But
Yeah, I used to do that too. That, or I would just get a bowl of chili and a baked potato if I was, you know, on the budget, because that was like $2. And if I wanted to splurge, I'd spend $3 and get, you know, a little frosty. But
Not
chili
anymore.
here has gotten really, really, really watered down.
Yeah.
Oh.
They are seriously skimping, yeah. And I don't want my salad to float from all the juice, because they don't thicken the juice. And, you know, they just add tons of water to it nowadays. It's not the chili that it was back in the day. But yeah, I would love to get a salad and I'd pour chili on it. Yeah. And instead of croutons, I would use Fritos. So basically, I was dumping a Frito chili pie into my salad. It was awesome. It's also why I was over 300 pounds too, so yeah. I don't indulge as much as I used to. But yeah, I changed a lot of things about my diet when I dropped 120 pounds. And it was just refining it, it was just cleaning it up, getting rid of a lot of the fat, getting rid of the bulk, and only eating, you know, a portion instead of, you know, going back for seconds and thirds. I don't do that anymore.
Nice.
About the only time I do is if I'm in question as to whether my gut is going to behave. So I get, you know, like one slice of pizza, and I might go back for a second. But yeah, I'm pretty disciplined about that. I've maintained keeping that weight off now for 7 years.
That's awesome.
I have about a 10 to 15 pound variance from summer to winter, because, you know, winter foods are more bulkier. But I've never went high. Well, I'll take it back. I went higher once, and it was right before shutdown. And during shutdown, I dropped to that 40 pounds, and it hasn't come back. So
Awesome.
even with my health and not being able to be as active, it hasn't come back. And I did that then without pain management of any kind. So I was extremely sedate, not somewhat sedate, and I dropped 40 pounds.
That's awesome.
Because I knew when that happened that there was the risk of weight gain during that time, because of being extremely sedate. So I immediately adjusted my diet and stayed within certain parameters that were a pretty broad spectrum because of availability of supplies, food, groceries, But yeah, I did it. And that was basically a wake-up call. You're letting it slide. You're letting it slide, girl. And I was like, nope, we're going to get rid of this. In spite of the current circumstances where you'd be more inclined to put on weight, I went the other way. I was that determined to ditch the pounds, ditch those bags of, I was, the 5-pound bag of sugar concept. I visualized that extra weight hanging off of me as literally bags of sugar that I'm hanging on my butt or whatever.
Right. And not just that, I wonder how many people lost weight because they weren't going to fast food all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know. People were still doing food like that, though. They were just having to pay a fortune for DoorDash.
Not in the beginning.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle. There was a lot of people that did DoorDash and stuff, and I never did. I wasn't paying $15 to have a $6 hamburger delivered. Pain or no pain, I go in the kitchen and cook a freaking burger. We don't eat out that much on the weekends. Usually on Friday night when Sis gets off work, or on Saturday when she's going to be heading home from doing groceries. We will communicate via text, in the mood for food. And it's a 50-50 as to whether we are. So basically we eat out one time on the weekend, maybe. Just depends on where the budget's at. It depends on, if we're in the mood. Sometimes we're just not. And oftentimes, we'll pick up, like a fried chicken at the grocery store that's, ready to eat, and just eat on that all weekend. And then there's times where I'm up to it and I'll throw something in the crock pot and, like chili or pulled pork or something like that. And especially in the summer, make pulled pork or pulled chicken sandwiches or I'll throw a pot roast in, and I don't do all the extra veggies. I just do the pot roast with like some, chopped onion and salt, pepper, and let it cook, and then shred it. And or we'll just do, just roast beef sandwiches. We won't even drown it in barbecue. Do the same with the pork roast, make pulled pork. Or if they have a sale on frozen like chicken breasts or whatever, sale on chicken, we'll grab chicken breasts and throw them in the crock pot. I'm not huge on barbecue though. She loves barbecue. It's a mood thing for me. And I might have barbecue once over the summer, and then I'm good for the rest of the year. Or longer, because sometimes I don't do barbecue, but once every like 3 years. It's very mood thing for me. I'm just not a big barbecue person. I don't know, just never been my thing. All right, I'll let you measurements on these. Just a little bigger than 25, and it's thick, so probably the 27.5s. that size again. For this. What size are you? You'll fit the 25s. Yeah, you'll fit the 25s. Is that what I just had? Yeah, that's what I just had. Dirty, dirty, dirt. The bicentennials I'm gonna card, the state one, or these regional or whatever ones. I don't think I'm gonna. I'm not really into collecting those.
Okay.
They'll probably just go in my piggy bank. And these I will card because they're uncirculated. What size is this Susan B? About 26. I could probably use the 27.5 on those two. If not, I could do the 31s. These are $50. These are 30s. Probably use the 35s for those though. These are just everyday ones though. These are probably going in my piggy bank too. I will card the silver. It's again 30. Yeah. So I need those for those. Those for those. And these are for this. I don't need those either. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8. Four of them at a time. The old mouse. And grab another roll of tape. Let's see what this is. This might be the peel and stick kind. Trying to use up some older rolls that I have. I'm not sure if this is peel and stick double-sided or if this is just. I'm pretty sure it is.
Time for a cup of coffee.
Oh, thanks, God.
Oh, cool, pal. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So much easier to do this when you actually have it stuck to something. Yeah, it's double-sided. Alright, I'll get this used up first. Some of this stuff just starts getting old and it's just gotta time to get it moved on. Put it to use or figure it out.
Hi, Leanne.
Hey, Leanne.
Hey, Leanne. This is the ones that get big enough that we gotta splice it. I wish I could splice it for all because I don't really need that big of a piece.
So how do you like your noise canceling earbuds, Pam?
You're muted, Pam. So if you're answering Linda,
Oh boy. Sorry. I've been saying hi to people and they didn't hear me. When I use that dryer, I forget to unmute. Yeah, I like them. They're pretty smooth. And I have a Bluetooth headset that I bought at a, oh, what's that called? That new, the Whatnot. From Tommy Bargain Effects. I only paid a couple bucks for them, but they're still in the box, so we'll see. I got those before these earpieces that I ran into last week at the thrift store, so yeah. I don't buy from everybody on Whatnot, but I wanted to support him, and that was something I could use. And
I have yet to do a Whatnot auction.
Yeah, me too.
I certainly have enough stuff I could do one, but
Well, I mean,
don't
go
know.
to them even. You know, I
just
don't
so
sell,
much.
but
It's so much easier for me to just list online and leave it. And
well, I mean, there's a lot of people that have moved to Whatnot, and I've
yeah,
never went to a Whatnot sale. Probably never will.
Probably never will either.
I don't do Facebook sales either. You know, I don't want to. Well, Facebook, I can't navigate with a flip, and people have said Whatnot is different, and yeah, I'm not in the mood for different. I'm good. I'm an old fart. I have the right to get used to one thing and stick with it.
For as long as it's available, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Because there always
Yeah,
be
you kind of have
something
to
new.
force me into change.
I think it might be
goes
nice
the way
for-
of MySpace and
I think it might be nice
Yeah.
for moving out stuff that's not, you know, selling on eBay or things that you don't want to list on eBay. I think it'd probably be a,
well, that's what most of that is.
yeah.
Yeah, dead stock. But there are people that have just simply moved over there because they make more money. Just in general, people spend more over there, and that's another reason that puts
And they
me
get
off.
paid immediately.
I can't spend a lot on things. Chances are, I'll get it cheaper on YouTube or eBay, you know, versus, you know, because there are apparently a lot more rich people going on Whatnot, and cranking them prices up, and yeah, it's not an option for me. So they don't have to worry about me fighting with them. All right, let's see if they can get these little buggers peeled now. Yeah, this stuff doesn't even want to peel, it's so old. Alright. Strike that, change it up. I'm gonna peel, I'm not wasting my time wrestling it. So it will go in the bin. Go. So now I switched to double-sided tape, but this is the wide stuff instead of the. It's a new package. You gonna turn it? There we go. Get the cover off of it. Until this stuff has gotten any heat, it is sticky. This ought to be fun to pull.
Alright.
Okay, we're going back to 2 at a time. These things just keep bouncing all over the place.
Okay, they changed.
What?
Yeah, they changed how to do things. Alright, so I was working on the purple and black. Added some lines at the top of the little cards that are in here. I fit on that page. Then over here, I colored it and added that design on that insert. Then I added the mandala here, colored that in. Outlined the skeleton chest I had there, and then put this big old heart potion, sub-potion heart on there.
Cool.
couple here. Decoration the inserts there.
Nice.
Add a book and a journal. I didn't do anything on that page new. Didn't do anything new here. Did that page. An art page.
You're freezing up, honey. Is she freezing up for anybody else?
Yep.
Yes. And I can't hear you.
Yep.
I think she bounced out. She'll be right back.
Oh, maybe. It's pretty, Pam.
Oh, thanks. What I was gonna do was put this over it, but I've changed my mind. I think I'll leave it for now and put these on a different page. I didn't quite get the effect I was looking for, so I'll put something else on here.
Still robot girlfriend. Oops. We can see you, honey, but we can't hear you.
It keeps freezing on my end. Keeps freezing.
Yeah, she's freezing up and can't hear her.
You can hear me, I'm just not talking.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, so I did this page with the cards, the ace of spades, it's not purple. And then I made another ace of spade little tuck go down here because it's the death potion page. Did work on this. How dare I want to go into a solo setup? It has this little pocket I made the other day. The writing space on the back and and that's it.
very pretty.
They're all a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like that you stick sort of with a color thing and a theme itself.
Yep.
I think that'll appeal to the people it needs to be.
Well, this is more of an ebook. Somebody comes along and suddenly starts naming exactly some of the things I got in here and are like, you know, I'd really like to have a book that had this or that. Or... That this is, working on that. And this is, I have all those features and stuff, and I got that many blank pages left in it.
Yeah, it comes together for you. Let's see. Yes, I bought me some coloring books, Ma's place, this morning.
Ah,
I did.
oh man.
The coloring is very relaxing too.
Yeah, she was printing out coloring pages yesterday. We were hanging out.
Oh, cool.
She was getting her choices in place.
I was thinking about that. Some free coloring pages. Oh, that's nice. I don't think my printers are that fantastic for me to print it off. So I got some coloring books. But that's a great idea.
All right, I'll be right back, ladies.
Alrighty. Yeah, I can get very lost into coloring. The more detailed it is, the more I like it. And I've just started doing that, so. Might not be the greatest looking, but I enjoy it.
I think I decided I'm not going to use these notebooks anymore for my journals.
Ooh.
I'm going to pre-make my signatures, I guess. I don't know. It's just not working for me.
It's like I don't think I'm going to have enough of this kind of yarn to finish off the sock completely. And I got this, but I just don't think it's going to do the toe. So I'll have to go digging some more in my stash. I might make it, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think I like those.
Which is absolute madness when you do all the work and then don't have enough to finish the project.
Honestly, I didn't think I was going to have enough, and I just kept knitting down. I should have stopped like right here. But I made the clip longer. If I probably would stop there, I'd have enough to do the toe. But we'll see how it turns out. I really like the fabric this is making, so they're gonna be warm little piggies.
I wonder what's up with that. I have 2 bicentennial quarters with no mint. And then I've got 4 that have a mint. And they're all Denver. Hey, Kellyanne.
Oh, Kellyanne, I'm so glad you feel better.
Oh, that's good, Kelly.
Mm.
Yay! What you up to, Cal?
So glad for you, Kel. I know how miserable those are. I'm not illustrious, I'm fatigued. I'm just saying.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow. That's what my kids do.
Don't start. You're gonna get my kids going. They're behaving. Stop.
Oh, that's us.
That's what my kids do.
My sis comes in here, she's like, "Is that a cat?" No, that's just us.
Really? I don't want to hear anybody over here going, I hear cats.
I love hearing cats on the background and doggies. That's what my kid does. And then you don't listen to her, then she just starts screaming. But actually, my husband says when she does that, she says, "Me now, me now."
You got Molly's cat going nuts.
Yeah, mine don't scream at me. Olivia will scream, but she doesn't scream at me. She's bonded to sis. But Sable, if she doesn't get my attention when she thinks that it should be there, she'll just get up here and womp me in the face with a paw. Just smack. Which she does. If my breathing gets too shallow in my sleep, she smacks me in the face, makes me take a full breath. So that's why she's a paw swapper. But yeah, if she don't get my attention like she thinks that she should, she will. First, she'll try to reach up and touch my face with her paw. And when that doesn't work, then she just reaches up and smack, just gives me a good womp. It's like, you're supposed to be paying attention to me. And Miles, he's a little bit of a nipper. It's just a pinch. But I'll be standing at the island preparing their dishes for breakfast or dinner or whatever, and he'll walk behind me and nip me in the calf, the back of the calf.
Yeah.
And he's getting better. He is getting broke of it. But it's taken a while for him to get old enough to comprehend that, Esme did the same thing. I ended up having to do the nip around the ear kind of thing to get her to stop. Basically, what I would do is fold my lips in over my teeth and then pinch her ear. And but she is an innate alpha, so she doesn't end up with alpha because it's just there. She is an innate alpha that when she entered our lives, even at 3 weeks old, the other cats would pretty much bow down to. when even your alpha submits, you've got an innate alpha. You know, they're not getting it by default or getting it in a battle or anything like that. They just literally, just in her presence, even as a tiny kitten, would bow down to her. That is an innate alpha. And that's what was going on. And when she entered the house, immediately, Sable was like, oh, poop emojis.
Yeah, she has the air about her. She doesn't need to do anything. Yeah.
She just knew. She just knew that immediately an innate alpha had entered the household, even when she was still tiny, sucking a bottle. They just knew. And everybody just bowed down to her. And then Olivia came in, who is semi-feral, and apparently hasn't gotten the memo. And she's kind of trying to fight her for alpha. Do I think she'd win? Possibly. But it would be an ongoing battle, because Esme would constantly be reconfronting her, because she's innate. When they're innate, that is just what they do. They cannot step aside. They will not step aside. So ultimately, Esme will end up with it. It's just waiting for Olivia to get the memo. But yeah, there might be a little bit of a battle before that happens. Because Olivia just doesn't understand that. And basically what that is a cat with alpha potential, but not an innate alpha. Just not willing to back down yet. But she will have no choice. She'll have to. Because otherwise Esme will just keep coming at her, because she's innate. She has to be an alpha. So it's just in her DNA. Oh, gracious, Cal. She just looked in the mirror after going to bed with her hair wet. And yeah, she looks like she kind of gave herself a perm via sticking her finger in the light socket, I would guess.
He's not used to it.
Was there error or no? Oh, okay, that.
Well, here it is right in front of me. Oh, duh.
Did you get scotch?
This is double-sided.
Oh.
Yeah, it's double-sided tape. Yeah, with double-sided tape, I've tried store brand. You buy scotch, because the other doesn't stick. I tried using some on these. Nope. Then I had some peel back tape, and it got pitched too, because it didn't want to peel off of itself. Yeah, it's the type that has a backing on one side. It's more of a paper tape. It's double-sided. And yeah, it wouldn't peel off of itself anymore. It was too old. I'm just using a old double-sided tape here. Scotch tends to get stickier with age. So is Ma's place. She took cosmetology as well. I don't think she does perms anymore, at least on herself, but yeah, she's all about using professional quality stuff, if at all possible.
Mhm.
I was just related to one via marriage for a period of time, but I still buy Ogilvy because the professional stuff tends to fry my hair. Yeah, you just got to re-wet it and comb it out. Okay, I think I'm gonna get the big dogs taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll close up one of these though. Might opt for the larger size. Nope, I think that'll work.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay, so I need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. So I can put those in there. Get them off my table.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, time to peel some more. I haven't permed my hair in forever. Don't know that I ever will again either, because I wouldn't be able to handle the fume. And you are too low. Come on, up you go. I think I'm going to start doing the cattywampus because these are bigger and there's just not as much room up the top.
I'm back.
Yeah, I hear you, Tina. I've done it a couple times over the years for Sis, and yeah, it's brutal. We take a lot of breaks. There definitely has to be during the warmer months when, you know, sitting around for a long period of time with wet hair isn't going to give you pneumonia. Okay, you need to go. Oh, good grief.
This piece of sheet music is from 1935, and it's for a harmonica.
Mm.
And you're
Yeah.
making a copy of it?
I'm what?
And you're making a copy?
No, I stopped doing that because I can't get the vintage yellow look, and it takes up so much ink. For me, it's not working.
That is true. Okay.
Certain things I might, but
Certain songs or something you might find you want to just because of the song.
yeah,
Okay.
or
Didn't know.
You
images.
can always use distressed ink in like fancy linen or
Yeah,
Olive Branch, Mississippi.
All right. I didn't think about the vintage part.
portrait. Need to be a little bit more darker to give it the age look again.
Yeah.
yeah, that would definitely work. Let's see here.
All right.
Can't make up my mind on this. Stacy's holding pretty still there.
Mm-hmm.
She's
What
good
happened?
at that.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
You can hear at my video. There it goes.
Yes, I heard you.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I'm so at a loss right now.
I know, you're just beyond frustrated.
They're gonna tell me, well, you're using too much internet, so you're not getting the same speeds, and I'm gonna be like, no, because it happens to me at the beginning of when my month renews too.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Nothing to do with the speed. And I even talked to them about plans that have more, quote, 5G and all this stuff, and there really isn't. Even though I'm not on the most expensive plan, you know, but
Oh, they don't have 5G yet, huh?
no, they've got 5G.
Okay.
And my new device, this tablet is a 5G tablet.
Let me ask you this. Can you get the internet there? I know there's a cost issue.
No.
You can't get the internet.
I can, but it's the same thing as having a cell phone. And costs more.
Okay.
About $100 a month.
Had the biggest drop since 2012. Realtor report shows.
Do you guys have Spectrum at all there in Florida?
Don't know. But I've checked with a couple of different companies. Just that right where I'm at.
Yeah.
Nope. Now, if I had a landline, I can get DSL, but then now I'm paying for DSL and a landline.
Yeah. I'm hearing you.
And I'm in Fort Lauderdale, folks. I'm not like in Hamstown. You know what I mean?
Hey, the cable man lives right next door. Seriously.
Yeah,
you're not inland.
We only have one post office and one bar, so.
I felt 13.
I filed 13. I like that name.
I file 13.
Hello.
You stumbled upon us, huh?
Two boxes.
Oh, stop cutting, Pam.
Gee, I don't know. A little bit about the channel. One, most importantly, I'm a no drama channel, which means if you have issues with people, don't bring them in here to me or anybody in here, because frankly, I don't give a darn. Oh. And I'm having audio issues. He's a gamer streamer. I don't. So it's a no drama location. Two, you come in a few times. I'll turn you blue, this way you can connect with others in here. Oh, stay-at-home dad. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And open panel. So one day when you're gardening, if you want to bring us out with you and want to come up here live, you could do that after I get to know you. It's just a place to chill where we kind of do our own thing. A lot of us do some form of art or craft, or like Willow's playing with her coins today. You know, whatever. Yeah, I know that feeling, File 13. Also, I do like to get to know my folks by their first names. What is your first name, File 13?
File.
File is your first name. Seriously? All right. I'll let that go slide for now. We'll call you File. Once you get comfortable with us, you may decide to tell us what your first name is, but that's cool. That's okay.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't get that. Because law enforcement often has to identify.
I'm not asking you for your last name, your badge, your old badge number, your social security number, your sergeant's name, your whatever, or whoever may have been above you when you retired.
Just your first
We're
name.
not that darn nosy.
No.
Just for safety.
Well, if it makes
And
you
if you
feel
look at
better,
my
I'm
family-
Willow Alce here, but my name is Cheryl. There you go.
And there's Pam and Linda, and I'm Stacey, obviously. And in the chat with you is Cal, Tina, okay, Beth. God, people have their names today, not their. Leanne. Another Stacy if she's still hanging around. But whatever, you'll come in and find out. I've been doing live, not like this, but I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary of going live on YouTube. Been doing this for a number of months now. And you're not the only Leo I've had come in.
Yeah, there's quite a few law enforcement and retired law enforcement on YouTube. My dad was a firefighter and a locksmith. So he worked in 2 different avenues with law enforcement. We had troopers and FBI and city cops and whoever showing up for coffee on the regular at the house. Grew up around law enforcement. I was taught how to drive by an ambulance driver and a highway patrolman.
Stop at a red light? What? No, kidding.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's like, don't do it, but if you have to go fast, here's your defensive driving info. Yeah, just so you know, I drive like a grandma, so perfectly good with that. I've drove like a grandma since I've learned how to drive. So yeah, teenager, drove like a grandma.
Mine came from 24 years experience owning a limo service, and you got to get people from point A to point B safely and expediently. Yeah.
Yeah, I drove a cab. I'm gonna go the next size up on those. They're thick, so I just don't know if they're gonna stay.
Pam, is that like a music book?
Yeah, it's a vintage one, 1935.
Man, I thought it was small, but that thing's pretty thick.
It's missing the cover.
At least
Yeah.
I'm not the only one. Ding, 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 ding.
That is pretty.
Yeah, it's got a lot of neat graphics in it too. I'm just trying to pick one out for this next page here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna, me personally, do another notebook journal. I think I'm gonna do the signatures with the old papers and stuff them in there and then go from there, because I'm having a hard time with this, you know.
Okay.
It's just not, I'm a little frustrated trying to mix the, I don't know.
Media.
Yeah.
I made me a couple little, what'd you call them? Needle notebooks or something like that? Little tiny
Oh
ones.
yeah. So needle notebooks to hold your needles?
Yeah, nothing fancy. I just wanted it to be small enough just to put it in my bag, and
Yeah.
I want to do a nice one, but this one holds what I want it to for now.
What I'm having a hard time with is the white pages. It's just not me. I want that yellowed look on every page, and I guess that's how you find out.
Yeah. See, that's the daunting part to me. An empty page. Oh, where did I start? But I guess that's what the prompts help you do too.
Yeah.
They help you get started. On something like that. A blank white page. Cool.
The Freight Train Blues. Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
they
in
help you
1935, you would have been
learn
singing the.
how to tackle different things, and you find the things that you like, and
Yeah.
The Little
it's
Red
just like
Blues.
him with the
That
not
would
too
help
crazy
you.
about the white pages, you know.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a hey, anything train related? Hold on a minute.
Yep.
I'm not
Uh-oh.
doing that one. Copying it.
Train
Yeah.
related stuff is a popular thing.
Train.
Yeah, this is fragile. Old Dan Tucker. That song reminds me of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh.
The guy sings Old
And you
Dan
can
Tucker.
always, well, if you,
Yeah, I remember that too.
I don't know what ink doesn't run. There is an ink
Yeah.
that you can use in a copy machine that doesn't run with water. And you could always copy those, and you can always tea dye them or coffee dye them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking I got enough old stuff here that I don't know. I'm trying to use different things, but I keep going back to the lace and the vintage paper, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not a thing.
You do what
Now,
you
here's the funny thing what's
like.
going on right now, and y'all are not hearing it, is when
No.
you talk, You guys are pinging all over the place on my tablet. But when
Really?
you come across YouTube, you're
Oh.
clear.
Oh no.
I don't know what that one's about. That's
Is
new.
that tablet from your phone provider?
What do you mean?
I mean, did you get it from your phone provider or did you just go buy it somewhere? Your
The
tablet.
tablet? Oh no, from where I got my service from. Yeah.
Oh wow, they have their own tablets, huh?
No, nobody has their own really. I mean, they have a couple of things, but this
But
is a
they offer
TCL.
tablets.
This is a
Wow.
TCL. But I used, you know, they, like I said, I used Brain
It's okay.
Metro, which was brought out by T-Mobile. So when you go in there, you see a couple of T-Mobile phones or whatever, but those aren't like what you need. They're more basic or older kind of technology.
Can I don't know that much about this stuff.
It's normally a $200 tablet. If you would just walk in with cash and want to buy it, $200.
Yeah, my tablet was close to 300 when I got it.
Can you get Straight Talk? Stacey Mae?
It doesn't come with enough.
That's okay.
5G service, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
for what I'm doing, or even 4G service.
Okay.
Yeah, I've looked at a few different carriers. I mean, most generally, they're all about the same. There's nothing super different about anybody you go with nowadays.
Hold on a second, please. I'll be back. I'm sorry.
I mean, my thing is I seriously need true Wi-Fi here, and I can't
Yeah.
get it.
Darn it.
Yeah, Leanne, you guys are hearing it fine. Oh, well, thank you, File 13.
File 13. That's an interesting name.
Oh, and don't worry looking around. We do have some gentlemen that pop in here from time to time besides yourself. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Barry
several.
was here just a little bit ago. I don't know if he's still here or not. I haven't seen him chatting.
We have several. Let's see.
Kyle's here.
Every once in a great while, Belt Loop will come in, and he's a retired police officer too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my brother was a cop when he was young. My oldest brother, he's since passed, but he was a cop in Wichita, Kansas.
All right. Let's see here.
My brother was part of the city police in New York City that did did the hospitals and stuff like that. Many years. Till he decided he was done with it and went into truck driving.
Oh, don't stick yet. No, 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 no. No. Where's my piece of plastic? Here it is.
Yeah, I knew what file 13 was. And just saying, I love useless research.
Mhm.
You can ask Stace. You can ask Ma Pal, Tina, in the chat.
Oh, I didn't
swirl
know
off
that.
on just a word. I love to research.
File 13, the circular file. File it under G.
Wow, I didn't know about that. I'm learning something new here.
Yeah,
Alright.
she does. She uses that term a lot. Tina does.
Oh, okay. Well, stop hitting buttons then.
You're echoing. Echo, echo.
I'm echoing? Oh, that's not me. That's probably Willow. If I get loud enough,
Nothing
my
else
voice
open.
carries through her system.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I have absolutely nothing else open but the StreamYard and the YouTube chat. I popped the chat out. I don't even have my email open right now.
Really? Because it's usually because you have your volume on low. That when I get loud enough, I can hear a small echo in the back.
Oh, yeah. I don't have it as loud as I have to have it some days.
But that was you echoing, Stacy.
Yeah,
What
but
was
it was repeating through her.
Oh.
Trying to put one piece of sticky down, I'm getting stuck to something else. Story of my life. Bye,
Just like
file
when
13.
you got loud when you said, but it was you. I heard it in the background. It's like like an echo, but it's like an immediate.
Yeah, brain farted that today. Not surprising.
Almost like a ghost. echo, not really like a solid echo, like a reverb kind of echo.
Yeah. Sweet Evelina. Evelina.
Huh?
Evelina is the name. I think I'm saying it right.
Is that a person?
That's the name of the song.
Oh, could be Eveline too.
Yeah, maybe the A is silent. I don't know.
So you're going Evelina, and then Eveline, like Caroline.
Yep.
Well, imagine the words in the tune and how you would think it would go. How would it? Eveline? Oh, yeah. Eveline. Evelina. Lena. Does it rhyme with something in there?
Does it rhyme? Uh-oh. made this mess on my table. Who did this?
Somebody named Stitch It.
Yep. Some of these papers I don't want to throw out. Some of these I don't want to throw out. I'm going to keep them in a thing here. Especially this music one. These music ones are... Well,
Yeah. Well, it wasn't me.
Bye, Linda. Take care, honey.
bye, Linda. Have a good day.
Bye, Linda.
Oops.
Boy, sticker on that wound on my thumb is mighty sore. Note to self, avoid that. Oh, she's still here. Oh, okay. Duh. My brain seems to think today is a good day for a lot of brain farting. Brain flatulence. AKA brain crop dusting. Trying to hit the mute button and hold back a sneeze. That's always interesting. I got her done.
What do I do with those scissors?
You know, I also noticed after 2 o'clock it gets worse.
Huh. That is strange.
More activity on YouTube.
So you've talked to other people that are having the same problem, or?
No. I've not seen anybody have this much problem. I go to, you know me,
Yeah.
I go a lot of places. I've never seen anybody have as much trouble as I've got.
Yeah, I wish I could help you with it. We have consumer cellular for our cell phones, and we have unlimited. And with consumer cellular, you can get a discount for a senior discount.
I already got a retirement at $30 off my bill.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. Oh, I feel sorry for some people out in the country too. They can't get internet either, People. Yeah, where our cabin is, there's no real good internet provider up there with, as good a internet as we have here. Not that we'd pay for that up there anyhow. We wouldn't do that double stuff because it's just not worth it. Stay home then. Oh, come on. Remind me not to use that glue on the outside of these pages.
All right, ladies, I think I'm going to call this one.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me, Stacey.
Oh, yeah. Anytime. All right, well, I want to thank everyone who came in. I want to thank everyone who hung out. I want to thank those of you who will watch us in the future. Please like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, please enjoy the rest of your day.